Now for the ratchets. No particular order, anything like that. I'm going to say this a lot through this whole tour. I do it myself most of the time if I can. So whatever makes the job easier. So there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to hear me repeat myself or have the same tool in a different spot. Shit like that. Because it takes a lot of time to walk back and forth and left and right, or to have to guess and check. 100% of the time I would rather already own the tool and have it where I know where it belongs than have to go, start a project. There's nothing worse than, in my opinion, to have to start a project, get halfway through it, and realize you don't have the right tool. Nothing more frustrating, especially when you can't run to the hardware store or whatever. Just having to go to the hardware store to get it really is a bug up my ass. So I own and carry a lot more than I probably should ever need, than anyone should ever need. But I have this fear, this responsibility to have the right tool all the time everywhere I go. And it's a burden, and it makes no sense, but I still do it. So whatever. It's one of those universal sockets. These things are cool sometimes when, you gotta hang, a hook or something, like one of those, I don't know, wall hooks, or a picture frame thing. I don't know. Or even sometimes, you get a big size that's walled out, that'll fit right around it. Cool. It's Harbor Freight, stubby, 1/2 inch flex head. I don't know. Thumb wheel ratchet, Harbor Freight. Craftsman flex head, 1/2 inch. This guy's nice. I like it. It only has a couple positions for the flex, but I found you don't need too many. When if you're using something this big, you don't need a lot of flex head. Not in spots you can't get into it with an impact or something. It does happen, and if I really need to, I'll grab one of the 3/8 ratchets and a step up or step down, whatever you call it. This guy right here, SL80A. I won this bitch in a Marco's giveaway. This is my prized possession. For the most part, just listen. See, first and only Snap-on ratchet I've ever owned. And man, is she sweet. I go out of my way to use that thing. I really do. This is a Tekton 1/2 inch. Just a, nice little 1/2 inch ratchet. Comes in handy. 72 tooth. Quick release. Obvious. Whatever. This is the Pittsburgh 3/8 thumb wheel. 3/8 breaker bar. Same deal. 3/8 flex head. Pittsburgh. It's a Capri low profile. This is not low profile. Almost the same thickness as this flex head. This is low profile stubby. This guy's a Tekton. I like these little guys. They're nice. You can really wheel that in on something, you know. Little snappy snap. This guy's good though. This is, you know, almost what I would consider a standard ratchet, you know. Call it low profile. It's really not low profile. I do like the Capri name. This is the first ratchet I've owned that's theirs. I had I call it step up, step down set from them. It's impact grade. You'll see stuff like that in a little farther into the tour, but it's a good ratchet. It's a good ratchet nonetheless, even though they call it what it's not. But Tekton flex head, 3/8, 11 pit, you know, positions or whatever. This guy's a little loose, in my opinion. I mean, the left hand isn't very strong, but it's Husky. I actually bought I bought the Capri to live in this box, so this guy could go to my big box, and you'll see what I call the big box later. That'll probably be the next video I do. I have a name and a place for every box, ratchet, whatever, and I'm obsessive with shit, so you'll kind of figure that out through this tour. So let's go to the 1/4 inch stuff. Thumb wheel. Tekton. Stubby. 72. Quick release. Well, this guy. I like this because I almost feel like you could sneak this into somewhere. You know? Cool. Pittsburgh one. This is Duralast. This guy's really nice. You know, the coolest thing about this is, so I generally have the round handled. I know this is 3/8, but this has a flat. It's contoured, so you can hold it like this and still get your, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but do you see how wide the it's not like a ball like these. You see here? Oh shit, wish you could. Yeah, there it is. You see how there's a little ball there with the Tektons? It's just like a ball detent, right? When you look at this one, this guy flattens out, which is freaking awesome. Focus. Come on. Focus up on that. It flattens out almost like a flint in a lighter. You know, like a Zippo. It flattens out. Whatever. Not going to edit it. Don't give a shit. Hashtag basic. This is another Tekton little 1/4. And yeah, there is 0 point noning a 1/4 inch breaker bar, but it has a nice little detent. Listen to that snap. Boom. Cool. Husky bags. It's an empty Husky bag. 3/8 deep, male, female Stanleys. Tekton, you don't care what size. You don't care what size Tekton. Stanley, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're all basically Tekton 12 point or 6 point. Tekton was the cheapest size at the time. I went with 12 point for the most part. All of these, simply because I knew I would take everything on the road. I have a lot of 6 point in the garage. I've never really had an issue with stripping anything out. If I think I'm going to strip something out, I generally use a wrench, or if it's really boogered up, I'll bang it up first, or, you know, PB blaster it, or whatever. Check out my Batman PJs. Cool. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning here. These are some extra sockets. It's either size spectrum for extras. There are spark plug sockets in this one with other randoms. The Tekton, you know how to read. So, cool. I'm going to post this shit and let it be one video towards the expedition tour. God knows if or when you'll ever see another one again. So, sweet. Laters.